Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it is Thursday evening. You see the title, Akademiks Threatens to Bring Down Rap Industry Over the Lawsuit. And I am here for the bullshit. Yes, I am. Never mind what's going on in the Gaza right now. Never mind Trump and Biden, who are going to debate with no audience, in case you don't know. No. We've got to focus on premium black news. Akademiks. That's my guy. Yes, he is. Haven't spoken to him in years. We don't text. We don't email. We don't have that type of relationship. But that's my guy. I've heard him try to say, I hate him. Such is not the case. I sent him an email a couple of years ago, tried to help him with something. He never responded. So maybe he's a little salty. I don't know. But anyway, Akademiks said on his live recently that he's taking everybody down with him if he goes down. I want to explore that. And I want to say, hey, I'm all in. This will be entertaining, but realistically, act a nigger. A nigger's not taking down Spotify on a microphone. A nigger's not taking down Interscope, Republic Records, Sony Music Entertainment, Warner Music Group. And right now, act, this is your nigger wake-up call. It is. It most certainly is, okay? Now, he knows we are talking about this on his live. He said, I know you YouTubers are going to talk about this. I am a proud YouTuber, content creator, former radio guy, and I may talk to you about radio a little bit later on this evening. Some of you're stuck in that place. I don't know why, but he said we're going to talk about this. So I want to explore two things: him threatening to take down the industry, okay, and also his lawsuit. I've had time to comb through it, and I've got it right here. I'm not going to post this in my community section, which is what I usually do. If anyone doesn't have it, you can email me, and for a small donation, I will send it to you, or you can just Google it yourself, all right? This is damaging. This is damaging, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that he has been saying. Let me start here. Akademiks, number one, you are going to settle with this female. It's number one. Number two, you're not going to make it to trial. Now, I know the legal world. Many of you know this, and Akademiks knows this as well. Let me take you guys back to 2018. He and I were having a discussion one time about Lil Pump, and I tried to explain to him that Lil Pump, who was trying to get out of his Warner deal at the time, I said, well, if he signed that contract when he was a minor and the contract was not court approved, then he can walk away from it. Now, he didn't believe me. He went back and spoke to somebody for an hour or two and then came back the next day and, kind of wanted to give me my props. But I know this world. I've been through legal situations. Let me remind you, if you're new to this show, I have never been found liable. I have never paid anybody. I have never been fined by the FCC. Thus, the reason I can still talk my talk and do what I do here. I get quiet money. And if you're from my generation, you already know that quiet money is the best money, okay? So I want to talk about the things that he has been saying, not to kick his back in, but to try and help him, to give clarification. Also, if you are one of his chat niggas, you guys have to keep me in the loop a little bit better, because I give you the opportunity to call in. And when you call in, don't just say crazy shit. I mean, give me the detail, the female that we see screaming, that we hear screaming, that's not the female who is suing Akademiks. Somebody claimed to be a chat nigga the other night, and he got that all twisted around. But anyway, phone lines open right now if you're a chat nigga. But let me get back to the lawsuit. This is damaging. Very, very damaging. The lawyer that put this together, it was beautifully crafted, I must say so myself. I draft legal documents. I've been doing this for decades. I file lawsuits. If I say I'm going to sue you, pow, I'm going to sue you. I do the work myself. I bring in lawyers from time to time, but it costs me very little. This law firm, Tyrone A. Blackburn, Esquire, who is representing the female, this thing is power-packed. And as I said the other day, they're also suing ABC corporations and other people, John Doe's. It's power-packed, and they're asking for a jury. You're not going to make it to a trial. And any lawyer who's telling you we're going to trial is trying to drain you. And that's what lawyers are supposed to do, drain you. They drain you. They email people. They charge you for emails. They call people. They charge you for the calls, not calling you and emailing you, other people. If they fax someone, they're charging you. You're on your live talking about, my lawyer's expensive. Okay. Well, we're going to find out. And I assure you, after he hits the $250,000 mark, he's going to be back on his live talking about, yo, this lawyer's trying to drain me. Yeah. That's what they're supposed to do. He's not going to make it to trial. Now, I'm not going to lay out everything that I think, but again, looking at the plaintiff's complaint, there's some angles here that they could take that would really fuck up his brand. And let me just say this in case you don't know. Being liable in the world of entertainment or sports can be more damaging than being found guilty of a criminal case. Let me say that again. In the world of entertainment, sports, acting, what have you, being found liable of something can be more damaging than being found guilty in a criminal case. This is a civil case, in case you don't know, right? So he's telling us, he's taking this to trial, yada, yada, yada. It sounds hot. A couple of years ago, Troll Babies reminded me, he was talking about suing the media, Akademiks, right? Was that over the accusations about his girlfriend at the time, Angelica, very nice girl. I can never say anything bad about her. There were accusations and allegations, and she was on video saying, AK used to beat me. What a fucking sweetie. She was so nice to me when he and I worked together at Everyday Struggle. So Ak could be pump faking, but again, this is not to kick his back in. He said, I know you guys are going to talk about it, so here I am. Let me also say, Ak, if you do put your ego aside and reach out to old nigga Star, I'm pretty sure I can help you. A fucking 15-minute conversation. You'll owe me nothing. You already got me a bag, and I fucking love you for that, my nigga. Guys, in case you don't know, Akademiks got me $17,000 a month when we did Everyday Struggle. So I have no malice in my heart towards him, and I'm not trying to lay out the strategy that could go against him, Anyway. Also, let me say something here. This is very, very important. Very, very important with regards to what he has been saying on his live. He said the police guaranteed him there won't be any charges and he won't be arrested. Listen to old nigga Star now like you have never listened before. You're from Spanish Town, Jamaica. You used to run around barefoot sucking on mangoes. You admitted to that, so I'm not just trying to be funny. I was born and raised in New Jersey, born in 1964. That state act they specialize in doing niggas dirty. The police in New Jersey have the authority to lie to you. Anybody from Jersey in that live chat? Let me get an amen if you know what I'm talking about. They have the authority to lie to you. Now, you didn't say whether it was the local police or the state police that you gave the video footage to and all that fancy shit. Well, here's the thing. If the local police or the police in your county told you that, the state police can come in and take over because that girl is a Pennsylvania resident. if you get found liable in this civil case and you don't settle it, they could come and get your ass, hit you with trafficking and some other things. If they think you're a big enough fish. Now, you're already talking about exposing niggas, taking niggas down. Well, if I were a state police officer in New Jersey, I would say, oh, really? Whoa. Well, okay, well, we got a live one here. He's willing to help us. He's willing to help us find out who's bringing in the guns. You know, rat niggas from the slums of the New York tri-state who as soon as they get a little money, they move out to Jersey, you know. The police, now, I'm not sure about other states, but in New Jersey, they have the authority to lie to you. That's a fucking fact. Any other states where the police are allowed to lie to you? I'm sure. Listen, I deal with police nationwide. But, yeah, they can lie to you. All right, so I just want to say all of that, but, you know, hey, I'm entertained with him saying he's taking niggas down. Who can he take down, kids? Give me some feedback here. Who in his phone, you know, text messages, pictures, what other niggers in the industry could Akademiks, you know, turn over or, you know, fuck up their lives? Ak, I'm also going to say this. You better be really careful because, you know, if you're making threats about, you know, bringing down anybody in the quote unquote Illuminati, you won't make it to prison. You'll be found hanging from a fucking a cell on Rikers Island. You won't even make it to Dannemora. What is it? Green Haven. You won't make it to those places. Anyway, let's get this show cracking here, guys. Akademiks threatening to take down the industry. Is he capping? Or can he do it? Will he become the new Nicky Barnes? Ooh, that would be something, huh? Area code 272, good evening. Are you up to speed on the topic?
Yeah.
Good evening.
What's good, Star?
How are you, sir?
Yeah, honestly, I think he capping, but if he is telling the truth, I think he knows some stuff about people that we don't know. But what I'm trying to understand, Act, because the girl that's allegedly accusing him of all the stuff that's going on, remember, the police was at his house. They took the cameras and everything. They didn't press charges on him. They said, you know, basically she was lying. I don't know if she was lying or not, but they didn't press charges on him. So I don't understand. Les is saying he's not telling us and he's scared about. But the problem with Act, people been telling him leave that girl alone. This is the same woman, Star.
Well, hang on a second, sir, before you try to attack her character, because you don't know her, I don't know her. Who told you the police said she's lying? Who told you that?
Well, that nobody said it. We go about what he said. He said
exactly. Hang on, sir. You've called in. I appreciate you calling in. Do you know New Jersey? Sir, I was born and raised there. I just sold a home for 7 figures in Stone Harbor. Do you know Jersey?
I know Jersey very well. Jersey very well.
Have you ever been locked up in Jersey?
Nah, never been locked up in Jersey.
Are you a New York nigga? You got a little bag and you ran to Jersey? Keep it real.
Nah, grew up all my life in Jersey.
Okay, you're from Jersey. Okay. The police in Jersey have the authority to lie to you. Do you know that much? If not, you can Google it.
Nah, you're right. There was a woman that was on the internet that has a podcast. I'm not sure the woman.
Sir, no disrespect. Let's you and I talk, my nigga. Never mind some female. You can Google this right now. Can police lie to you? Just Google that, my nigga. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So what Ak is talking about, that sounds hot to the peanut gallery, to little niggas. Jersey police will tell you any goddamn thing and then come back a month or so later and say, hey, can you step outside? We've got our orders. It's a chain of command, my nigga. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, you were actually 100% true, and I gotta stand on that. They definitely like that in Jersey. You ain't lying about that. They will lie in your face. But the problem with Act was the situation with Act was the female that said he did all this. When Act went on his rant, it reminded me of a little. Don't throw me off, but it reminded me of Tory and Meg, but a different scenario, right? I think if Tory wasn't saying shit about Meg, he probably won't be jammed up. We don't know. But when Act went on that live and started talking about it and saying everything, now you got her coming out and saying stuff like this now. So now it's like nobody know who to believe in the story. But Act did say the police came to the house, took the videos and everything, and nothing happened and stuff like that. So we only going by what he said from what he said on his live.
Right.
He said that. So now him coming out and saying he gonna take the industry down, that's a steep look. That's steep right there. But I won't be surprised if he don't know nothing.
Well, listen, man, I'm gonna give you the last word, my nigga. But you know, niggas say all types of shit when it's shine time. You feel me?
I'm gonna say this. I'll say this as the last word. Everything you said, I'm agree with you 100%. If he knows some shit and he ready to put some shit out there, bro, I wish no bad luck on him. But he playing dangerous games right now.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Salute. Thank you.
Salute.
Yes. Can a police officer legally promise not to arrest someone to lure them into custody? Google it. Never mind what I say. I'm just old nigga star. But old nigga star has never been found liable. What people say on the YouTube streets or back in the days, who the rumor, that sounds hot. But when it comes down to these civil lawsuits and these criminal proceedings, shit is different. It's real different. And people will say other things to save face. Again, not to kick his back in, but he said we could talk about this, okay? Blade, I got your donation. He says, let's not say this right now. Okay. Thank you, Blade. I see you tapped in. Okay. Melissa. Hey, Melissa. How are you? No, that's not my topic tonight, Melissa. We're going to stay on topic. Thank you for your donation. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Anita Baker. That's not my topic. Anita Baker, she's from that older generation where they don't tell you everything. I hope she's okay. That's all I'll say. Maybe she just maybe she had to cancel at the last minute. DJ Vander, I don't know how you say your name. Thank you so much. Do you want to call in and say your name and promote your platform? I couldn't pronounce your name, but thank you so much. Okay. Anyone see the live of Ack watching the dog video? That Mark Hotel is a crazy place. I did not. What is his dog's name? Is it Pluto? Can someone help me out here? Who is Pluto? Let me get my pen. Someone is had surgery. Is that Akademiks' dog? Why is the dog having surgery? Has he been feeding the dog Hennessy? Oh, shit, that would be another claim, animal abuse. Oh, wait. Peace, Fu Quan. Peace.
Come on, nigga. What? Come on, man. This last night, this Zanzibar. Don't use that name. Come on, man. What's going on? What is this,
well,
man?
Hey. You know me as Ali Kwan? You know me, Ali Kwan? You
come on. Hey, look, man. Keep it to the streets, man. Keep it to the streets, nigga.
What's going on? Look, come on, fam.
Let me tell you something, man. This is a bad playbook all the way around. Let me Joe Madden this whole thing, right?
Come on.
So you got a nigga, ain't been in no streets. Right. He doing his little content, all street shit. Right. Now he ready to tell. Now he ready to fold. But the funny thing is, it sounds like a playbook out of what's his name, McKelvey? What's his name?
Leonard McKelvey.
Is it Charlemagne?
Charlemagne.
Is it Charlemagne? Is it Charlemagne? Because you said you was in the room, the girl came, something happened with the friends, and now all of a sudden it's on you. I mean, is him and Charlemagne? What's happening with that?
Can I jump in? Can I jump in?
Go for it, old nigga.
Charlemagne was not exonerated. He lied to people and said, DNA test, yada, yada. Jessica Reed never took the DNA test. The tests are inconclusive. They're in litigation still right now. People don't know that because she's not talking. She's letting the goddamn her lawyer do all the talking. But let's go back for a second because you are an old Jersey, you're an old Jersey nigga like myself. Although you moved out years ago. Can you educate niggas start snitching? Can you educate these niggas on Jersey police, whether it's local or state police? They can lie to you about, we're not gonna arrest you, yada yada yada. Come on.
Look, get this bum ass nigga that was just up there talking about Jersey. Hell no. Let's go to Newark. That's where I'm from.
Let's go.
Let's take it there. Now, for anybody in my age bracket, a little bit, probably in your age bracket or whatever, any and everybody know the cop named Samad. This nigga,
don't say name. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, he was a cop. All right.
Don't do that.
Well, I just want to let niggas know I ran across him one time, and the nigga asked my name. I shot him a bullshit name. Right. So he looked. Look, man, I'm gonna let you walk. Just tell me what your name is.
Right.
Do the search. He found my ID. Right. This nigga gave me 5 body shots and told me get out of here before he locked my ass up.
Right.
So if I would have told either way, like, come on, man, come on, shit dirty, man.
But my point is, Jersey cops or state police have the authority to lie to anybody, right? To citizens.
They got the authority anyway, all the way around. Yeah. And niggas should know because niggas ain't got no rights. So whether it's a black
Akademiks doesn't know.
White cop,
he's gonna find out.
Yeah, either way. Yeah. I'm a sovereign citizen. I know my rights. Nigga, come on, man. This no. But look, old nigga, I'm about to get out of here. That name, man.
I got you. I got you.
Come on, Ali Kwan.
I got you. Peace.
I'm out of here. Last night to Zanzibar, nigga.
Okay, peace. Okay. That's an old gangster Jersey nigga, boy. Shit. Did she cheat with her baby daddy? Call in. Keep it real, please. The video that I saw, oh my God, some type of Mexican nigga started crying. He's holding a fucking bottle of beer. He got the phone. He's walking around the car. She wasn't even fazed by the nigga. He put the phone on her face and she said, come on. She's putting a little baby stroller in the back. Yeah, he put her out. Then he starts crying. I guarantee you she probably got in the car and she started crying, then beat the horn and said, come here. I have no place to go. And then the two of them started crying. And then that little life force, looked up at him with those eyes and broke that nigga. I don't know that world. Hang on a second. I want to make sure I'm putting in my showrunner. Microphonecheck.com. Guys, let me give you some dates because this is very, very important. Let's all get on code. Okay, Los Angeles film screening Thursday, May the 23rd, 8 p.m. Fine Arts Theater. Okay. New York, May the 25th, SVA Theater. New Orleans screening, May the 22nd, 7 p.m. Chicago, May the 23rd. Denver screening, May the 23rd. Oakland screening, May the 23rd as well. Okay. Dallas, Texas, May the 23rd, 7 p.m. The Texas Theater. Detroit, May the 25th, 7 p.m. Bel Air Luxury Cinema. Okay, that's in Detroit. Atlanta, May the 25th, 7 p.m. at the Tara Theater, and Washington, D.C., May the 23rd, 7 p.m. at the Miracle Theater. Please go support this film. Okay, this is a microphone check about the foundational Black American origins of hip hop. That's who created it. Why would you not want them to have their credit? Okay, the trailer looks really, really good, and I'm gonna go see it myself. I don't know if there's any theaters near me. I live in Emerald Isle, North Carolina, so I may have to drive. I'm sure. Is it gonna be in Wilmington? Wilmington is like the closest, Black area, but I'm willing to take the drive. Okay. All right. Let's go to the phone lines here. Hold on a second. Area code 562. We're talking about academics making threats to bring down the industry. Are you there? Good evening. 562.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's the one you always call Luis. It's Lewis.
Lewis, how are you, man? Good to hear from you, sir.
What's up, man? What's up? So I want to address that academics thing. I think he tripping. He tripping, and this the dude that always go pull legal documents and all that other stuff. And it's like, what the hell was you doing trying to like out somebody on your stream, but you giving up evidence? Come on. I don't know. I'm a lightweight blame you, Star, because why you didn't put some game on that nigga? You the old nigga. Why you didn't put some game on him?
Well, Ak is really good at what he does. And, the chemistry wasn't really there with he and I during everyday struggle. But honestly, I tried, but there's only a certain point where I will let, young people go. And listen, he's a very smart guy. But again, this is not
too smart.
Well, this is not to kick his back, and he knows he's the big kahuna right now. He's the big fish,
right?
We're talking about it now.
Right.
He's talking about the police reassured him he will never. He said never be arrested. I said, nigga,
right.
That's not true in New Jersey. The cops,
right? Especially for your black ass.
The cops can legally lie to you. Legally, they can lie. That's a fucking fact in New Jersey. But go ahead, you want to say what?
Right. So look, what I really think was, okay, can I do some alleging? Can I do some alleging? Like what I think happened?
Just be careful with names. Don't attack the females.
I ain't gonna say no names.
Character.
I ain't gonna say no names.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no names. So the only thing I'll say is this. I think from his stream, he's a dumbass and he pretty much gave her the weight because he pretty much, I think the way he came at her, I think he came at her on some jealousy type shit. Like, how you gonna let these, you know what I'm saying? I'm passed out. You over here letting these dudes run amok on you, you know what I'm saying? And I've been dealing with you for so long. And so I think the jealousy got the better side of him. And he's like, look, this what you did. This what you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you tell her something like that? Like, why would you do that? Cause then now she like, oh snap, he ain't gonna mess with me no more. He think I'm a such and such. You know what I'm saying? So now he done probably tried to cut her off like on some jealousy type stuff. And now she like, all right, you want to do that? All right, well look.
Sir, you sound like a tea sipper.
You say what?
You sound like a tea sipper. How old are you, respectfully? How old are you?
I'm in my 30s, bro. I'm 30. Let's say I'm 36. Okay. I'm 36, bro. Okay. But I ain't.
No.
So look,
hang on. Stay with me. It's
go ahead.
I'm just, what you're saying is technically in a court of law hearsay. That's hearsay.
That's what I was saying. I didn't want to. I ain't trying to dog the girl or nothing because it's like at the end of the day, all he had to do was shut up and let it roll. She didn't know nothing about it. The way he came at it.
Well, sir, he has admitted to having diarrhea of the mouth. He said that to me to my face, and I said, okay, well, if that's what you do. But now here's the thing. There's a civil proceeding in play. It's called in play, right? All of this, my lawyer's expensive. Yada. That sounds hot. But I'm not going to try to, say something that could hurt him. But in reality, the lawyer that she's got is going to file motion after motion after motion. He is going to spend and spend and spend. I'm not going to attack his character, but he would.
No, I'm not doing.
But he hang on, sir. Let me just say this. I'll let you finish. I'll say this. In my opinion, he's not going to make it to court. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You ever been through a civil proceeding or a criminal proceeding?
Oh yeah. I understand what you're saying. I understand. You know what I mean? I know he's not gonna make it to court. He gonna spend that. He gonna spend that money. He gonna spend that money. He gonna spend that.
No. Hang on. There's a lot of things that happen before a quote unquote trial. There's discovery, interrogatories, videotaped depositions.
Exactly.
Okay. He's not gonna make it, in my opinion. But I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So just to finish what you were saying, like when what I meant by the jealousy type thing, he should have never said like, I showed you this video, like I showed her the video and she like, you know what I mean? Like once you did that, you gave her all the weight. Like you shouldn't even done all that. Like, I mean, I didn't even know nothing about this until maybe like 2 days ago.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, what are you doing? Because I used to like Akademiks or whatever, and you know, I watch him here and there now, but like, it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I thought, you know what I mean? You've been around Joe. He done been around you. He done been around Wayno. So
he's his own boss, sir, and I respect how he gives it up. But I respect
that too. But
I'm nibbling on his carcass tonight.
You know what I mean? You gotta adapt. You gotta adapt to, you know, your surround. You around some OGs. Don't think just because you knew. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff still stay the same, and you gotta pick that up. So, you know, but that's all I want to say.
Thank you, man.
That's all I want to say. Oh, wait. One more thing. The baby daddy thing. Did she cheat? I'm the baby daddy. So that's all I'll say on that.
Oh, well, hang on. I was going to rush you off the line, but no. Okay. So, do you still?
You a cold nigga.
Do you still smash your baby mama? And is she with someone else? Don't say any names. Don't say names.
I would never say names. I don't even want to say my goddamn name. But yeah, on the regular.
On the regular.
On the regular. All I say is
let me assume she's got a good man doing everything a man is supposed to do, you know, and she comes to you because you hit the bottom. You work it on out. You back that thing up, yeah.
Oh yeah, always. Yeah, always. Yeah. So you know, it is what it is, okay. And you know, I take care of my son enough, but so okay. You know, but you know, some things that just ain't enough for them, so they want to try to see if the grass is greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? But you still got.
Or they just want a good dicking down, sir. Got to go, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Akademiks is talking about bringing down the industry. Who? A nigger on the microphone is not bringing down SoundCloud. A nigger on the microphone is not bringing down TuneCore, Capitol Records. What are we talking about? Is he going to expose who's been involved in payola? Who's been paying for bots? So some guy who's rapping to females, meanwhile he's taking it on all fours. Who? Vic, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Guys, at the top of the live chat should be the PayPal information and also Streamlabs. If you don't have Cash App, if you can't get through on the lines, I would appreciate your support, okay? If you're broke, please just watch this show. Don't call them allergic to broke niggas. Also, let me say this with regard to any and all of my sponsors. You're always welcome to call in or email or text me. I'm extending some of the promotions for my sponsors. If you do not see your banner in the community section or your information on my showrunner, just reach out to me and say, hey, Star, you know, I'm right here, and I will make sure I take care of that for you, okay? Hold on a second. I got to change something here. I got to promote the homie Maurice, okay? HudsonTubs.com, all right? Oh, wait a minute. Well, wait. There he is. I got a big nigga here, boy. Pow! Florida boy Jay. Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking?
Hey, man, OG, what's going on, man? It's Thursday night. It's lit. I'm looking up flights to the rally for reparations. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Next month on the 15th.
The rally for
You know
reparations, June the 15th. You're gonna make it down there.
Yeah, we pulling up, man. We gonna represent for the FBA.
As you should.
Thinking,
As you
know
should.
what I'm saying? Niggas getting caught slipping.
Yeah.
We ain't never get caught slipping. It's about this dollar. So, you know, I just want to.
I'm trying to make it. I'm waiting on some arrangements with New York, and they're arranging a dinner, and I don't know when it's going to be. But okay. So Akademiks is threatening to bring down the industry. Are you up to speed? He's doing a lot of talking, and I enjoyed him talking. Talking about exposing niggas if he goes down.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but what I am doing more than enjoying what's happening is not because it's happening to academics.
Okay.
It's because the streets need a body, and it seems like now it's a fever pitch. That crosses culture, that everybody feels like something's coming. We need a body, and right now the light is shined on academics. Right.
We've been saying that for decades. Streets need a body. Radio media needs a body. That's not a new term, just to be clear.
Right. Yeah, I know that. No. What I'm not saying the term has. I'm saying the fever, the feeling that it seems like everybody in media from culture seems like it's like this type of hunger to see somebody take a L right now.
Yeah.
Death, taxes, jail. So we need a big L. So when it comes down to academics, what I'm learning is that things I've already known, but things that academics is confirming. Academics, we all know academics can probably tell you himself. He wasn't really getting access to women of certain calibers until he got the bag. But what happens, like guys will act, you don't know how to conduct yourself around women, and you're too old to be having hanger-ons at your crib while you're drinking, pass out. If you call some shorty over, you pass out, regardless if it was consensual or not. You hang out with women on your own time. Or if you invite shorty over.
I have to jump in, Florida boy Jay. I have to jump in and say we've already hashed that out a couple of days ago. We're someplace else right now. He's threatening to bring down the industry. I'm asking the question, what may he have that anybody would care about in his phone, in his arsenal audio recordings? I mean, unless he's sitting at the big tables, which I don't know, he could be. I don't know. Let me not, sound disrespectful. Unless he's sitting at the big tables playing tennis with people and doing the bunny hop, shit like that. All he may have is just, DJs, bum niggas, VPs at fucking black radio. I don't know. Who does he know?
Yeah, I think the stuff at God is probably another Freddie Gibbs, where like a rapper spreading pussy on camera, or somebody, somebody having a pill prescription, or somebody got like a training video out there. Just stuff. I think he got a bunch of tea, but like we said before, he's not going to the all white parties. He's not chilling with Michael Rubin. He's not having lunch within any executives. Like he's talking to rappers and probably A&Rs, and the dirt he has is like TMZ dirt. Dirt he has like, oh, if you do this to me, I'll drop this news on you. But I don't think he has anything where like we know Lucian Grange's plans or stuff to put people in jail, because if the act has stuff like that and he hasn't turned over to the police once he figured out that crimes are being committed, he can also hold himself liable to that too.
Well, let me say this. Whatever he may have and may be, willing to put out there, it will be entertaining. We will all feast off of the bullshit. That's a whole fact. But whether something is going to quote unquote save him or not, I don't think so. Now let me go back for a second in case you're joining the show late. He was talking about the police guaranteed him, assured him he would not be arrested. I'm saying that's cap. In New Jersey, the state where I was born and raised, I know for a fucking fact, you can Google this, they have the legal right to lie to you, to lie to your face, to say one thing and then come back and do another. if he gets found liable, not guilty, because this is not a criminal case, liable of something, the state police can then step in and possibly hit him with a trafficking charge. That girl came from Pennsylvania. She's not from New Jersey. Do you know about this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, pretty much like what Ak was trying to say, he's going to be okay, he's not getting in trouble. Akademiks in real time is showing you that he might talk himself into the crimes he's already committed. On top of that, I think let's salute Vlad really quick, because once again,
I actually let's not say the word crimes. He has not been charged. You see, I'm very careful what I say. Don't say crimes. He's being accused by way of civil action. Accused.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but even with these accusations and these lawsuits, I feel like I said, I got some Vlad. It seems like every time niggas go on Vlad's couch, he gets to talk about certain legal situations that niggas may or may not be currently in, and then once they leave Vlad's couch or after an interview, they get hit with
Vlad has nothing to do with niggers who like to run their mouth.
He does.
Hang on. Well, then let's not play that game, yo. I'm sorry, man, and that's not me caping for Vlad. Niggers love to run their fucking mouths. Vlad ain't got shit to do with that. They love to go up there. They want to talk. Well, let's bring this back for a sec. Let's bring this back, man. So he's threatening to bring down the industry. He said this, quote unquote, if I go down, I'm taking people down with me. Now that's kind of, that's telling, because he's already said the police promised him he won't be arrested. So why is he saying if he goes down?
He's saying if he goes down because obviously he's probably got some legal advice. He's probably been sitting back, keeping what's going on in front of his eyes. He's never been in no real crime before. So he's probably shaking anytime he gets pulled over for a traffic ticket. That's why he's so quick to be like, I'm about to tell on niggas. I'm about to drop dimes. Because even if it's not going to escalate to any type of criminal case, something like this, he realizes is gaining traction. On top of that, what I've seen, because Akademiks really didn't build an alliance of contemporaries coming up, I see a lot of bloggers, his contemporaries really wait for this moment to kick his back in right now. And even though that we always...
I disagree. I disagree.
Oh.
I disagree.
Yeah. From my vantage point, I've been seeing niggas really not hate for him too much. On top of the fact that I think right now with Akademiks, what he's kind of peeping now is, even though he has curated his own audience, chat niggas, people that you really can't cancel Act 2 because people come from for certain things. I think somebody somewhere pressed the button on Act, and they're trying to cut this nigga wife off some way, somehow.
Okay. Hang on. I respect what you're saying, but no, I don't think there's a bunch of people waiting for his downfall. I think he's just like every other nigger. He's not special. He has done well for himself, yes. But in the sea of mediocrity, in the industry of everybody wants blood, give me, I want more, He's just the nigger right now that is running through the goddamn through the mill, the entertainment mill, through the news. It's not like he's had some great fucking bullseye on his back. Hell, he was doing all that extra shit with regards to Diddy and Drake and yada yada yada. What do you think? People are just lining up to see him fall? If he goes down, then there's a new nigga. What are the Kai Sinet? Who are these other guys? You told me about those guys.
Yeah, but my thing with those guys is those young men were pretty much funded and put in front of us. They were doing their thing, but they're already in the pocket of the industry. Akademiks came in as an outsider and built up his own platform outside of that. That's what I'm trying to say. And because Akademiks has done that, and he has gave everybody his ass to kiss, especially when it comes to industry politics, this and that, I'm pretty sure that when this is going down the way it's going down, nobody's about to lend a helping hand. Nobody's going to stand next to this nigga. Right. And I'm pretty sure that people want to move him out the way so they can move in the people that they already put in front of us, younger than Act, cooler perception-wise, that they want to replace Act with, because Act's an outsider at the end of the day.
Okay. I respect your opinion. I think he's just food like every fucking body else, but okay. I want to shift gears for a second here. Caitlin Clark, she lost her opening WNBA debut. What did she set a record for the most turnovers for the WNBA, or what was that? 10 turnovers, and nobody knows the names of the black girls who got on code and shut her down. Was that a WNBA record?
I don't know if it was a record, so I can't really speak on that right now. As far as like, did she have a turnover?
10 turnovers in her opening debut. Now she's packing the stands. I give her that. But why doesn't anybody know the names of the black girls on the Connecticut WNBA team who got her the fuck up out of there? I just had to ask that, man. Got it.
Sorry, you know why? The same reason why none of us watch the WNBA. The same reason why we shouldn't, as men, be asking ourselves, just like the women don't ask themselves who was guarding Calvin Johnson on the island, because that's not the sport to represent. Women should have been calling in, telling you who was guarding Caitlin Clark. Women should be on the line right now telling you that she's had 10 turnovers. Where's the women's support? We don't care. That's why Caitlin Clark is on a private jet eating grapes, while the rest of these hoes taking buses in the sky, playing in gymnasiums with green screens, look like press drops. I had
to ask because I saw some pictures and it looked like the mammies were on code. Caitlin was going to take a shot, and you had one mammy damn near was palming the fucking ball, and then you had another mammy with a blonde fucking long ass weave, and she was right next to her too. They got her the fuck up out of there. But anyway, all right, man, what's going on? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, and I was about to say, and this is exactly why what you're seeing, what they're doing to Caitlin Clark, is exactly why the WNBA isn't where it needs to be, and exactly why sometimes women in the microcosm can't work, because sometimes you got to step to the side and let somebody else shine to get the bag. Okay. Let her hit some threes. Let her hit some layups. You playing with her. You're trying to block her out, prove a point. Y'all going to lose the bag because you just don't want Caitlin Clark to shine, even though she ain't talented to do it right now. But everybody sit back, man. Let her get her money so y'all get y'all money.
All right. Hey, are you back in town? Where are you? Because I know you've been jet setting. You got the bezel spinning. What state are you in right now?
Yeah. I'm back in town. Okay. I'm chilling right now. Me and my girl, we're about to, just roll one up and kick it right now. We are going live again tomorrow. Okay. On YouTube and Twitter. So like I said, subscribe, Florida Boy J. Nice. Tap into Twitter. I'm telling you, Star. I got a big audience on Twitter. They messed me
I'm happy for
and I got
you.
verified on Twitter too.
I'm happy for you, man. I appreciate what you've done to assist my platform. Let me know if I can do anything, man. I salute you.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it. Have a great night.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Florida Boy J. Okay. Is it Donna G? Am I saying your name right? Great content as always. Thank you, darling. How do I pronounce your name? Donna Jai. It looks like Donna Jai. Thank you. Okay. She says great content as always. Yeah, I saw Tyrese in Georgia somewhere. He was on stage. How you gonna act like that? And then one of his handlers came over and whispered something in his ear, and he got the fuck off the stage and then left the goddamn. He left the venue. Supposedly he was being served with some papers. Maurizio, I got your donation. Okay. Loud says Trump will get academics out like Kodak. Well, sir, he's not facing, criminal charges. He's got a civil suit, man, And I'm not going to, in front of you guys, say how I think the plaintiff's legal team will go at academics, because I don't want to necessarily help them. They haven't hired me as a consultant. I am available as a consultant. You guys know this, but I don't think he's even going to make it to trial. So he should settle this. But thank you, Loud. Okay. Hold on a second. Is it Andy? ANDII. Thank you, sir. Got your donation. If I say your name right, appreciate your support. Hold on a second. Ack will go down like okay. Someone claiming they sent in a cash app. Ack will go down like Aaron Hernandez if he thinks he is exposing the industry and he's becoming the prosecution star witness. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your donation, sir. Okay. Appreciate your support. JL got your donation. Okay, that was you. Okay. I read it. Thank you so much. Well, again, man, I mean, to my knowledge, you know, he hasn't been hit with any criminal charges yet, but I want to emphasize what he has been saying and trying to hammer home, you know. No, in New Jersey, the police can legally lie to you. Let me just be clear on that. All right. Let me go to area code 310. Good evening. You there? It's Thursday night. We're talking about academics.
Today, Star.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah. Yes. I'm calling in regards to the academics case.
Okay.
Yes, I heard what you said, that the New Jersey police can legally lie to you.
Yeah.
But what I'm gathering is that this case was investigated by the New Jersey police sometime last year, late last year. For what Akademiks stated on his live chat, that the video surveillance.
Sir, your phone's going in and out. Can you make some adjustments? Are you on a headset? Are you in the hallway? Where are you, sir?
Can you hear me better now?
There you go. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes. So based on what Akademiks said on his live stream, they raided his house. They interviewed him. They interviewed the female. They confiscated video surveillance. They gave her a rape kit. They did their investigation. And if it was that clear that there was some level of nefarious, of a sexual assault, he would have been charged. So what did this female do in regards? She went the civil route. And she hired this same attorney that's terrorizing all these black entertainers with these frivolous lawsuits to go after the cash. In my opinion, this is a nothing burger. If New Jersey had any information criminally against Akademiks, he would have been arrested a long time ago. Nothing is going to come out of this case. It's a money grab.
Gotcha. It might be, sir. It very well might be, but you're going by what he has told you, right? Have you done any research? Do you know laws in New Jersey with regards to such cases? And hold on a second. Hold on. You said they gave her a rape kit, or did she go back to Pennsylvania and get a rape kit?
Well, at this point, if she went back to Pennsylvania and she contacted the police and they raided his house and they got a rape kit.
Well, hang on, sir, you're moving a little too fast. I asked you if she went back to Pennsylvania and had a rape kit done. You said they gave her a rape kit. I just want to be clear on what you're saying.
From what I gathered, this is just based on my recollection. I believe she was given a rape kit with the Department of New Jersey Police.
Okay, it's possible.
So at this point, look, the Jersey Police will take over the case, even if she wanted to.
So we've got some really bad distorting, and it's like you're spitting into the phone. Can you make the adjustments? I'm trying to let you talk, but it's really annoying.
I appreciate it. Listen, I get a little hostile behind this because I just feel like there's a lot of black executives.
Can you pull back off of the speaker? Can you just pull back a little bit?
Okay, maybe that's the case.
There you go. Okay, you were saying. Go ahead.
You being patient.
Go ahead.
You know, all I'm saying is I'm looking at all the media outlets and they are slamming this guy. And I understand he's at the top of the food chain. I mean, I like his rhetoric, but I feel like this case is almost as clear as day in terms of the authorities were involved and they decided not to prosecute. I think that's enough for us to actually favor more that Ack is probably more innocent than guilty. So I don't understand why everybody's in rush to judgment to make it look like.
Well, let me jump in right there. Okay. You're not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. So what we think really doesn't mean anything. And with regards to the grand jury, the indictment that they pursued an indictment. It was not unanimous either way to indict him or to not indict him. Do you know that? It was split.
I did hear something that way. I did hear something to that nature. Correct.
Now, also, since we're just talking, I don't have any disdain or hatred for the guy. I actually reached out to him and tried to help him with something a couple of years ago, but we don't have that type of relationship, and that's fine. That's fine. There's a public perception, not that should be held against him, but he has, from what we can see, some type of females that keep coming out making accusations and claims. I mentioned one of his older girlfriends, Angelica. She said on video he used to beat her. Did you see that?
I did see that, and I'm not going to argue on behalf of Akademiks with that. The police wasn't involved. I would take her side in terms of giving her more the benefit of the doubt in regards to that particular situation. And that's where I stand. But this case is different to me personally.
I don't know this woman, but the case is very well put together. And let me just ask you this, and then I will let you finish up, okay? Yeah. Why not that nigga? Why not him? Why not?
My thing is this. I like to follow the facts. And I just feel like if the person done 18 things wrong,
right,
and it's clear as day, if this one thing right here doesn't seem like he did wrong, I'm going to say he didn't do it wrong. That's where I'm coming from.
Well, sir, that has not been determined. So let me go back to my question. Why not that nigga? Who the fuck is he? He can't be. Hang on. I'll let you speak, sir. I'll let you speak. Why the fuck can't he be food? He goes in on people. He goes in on people.
You know why? You know why I'll go against you? Because the same person who's sitting at that precinct, who's looking at Akademiks saying, this motherfucker is giving us a hard time, making us work more harder. Let's slam him at the police station, at the district attorney. And if they didn't move forward to slamming him, it gives me the insight that, man, oh man, maybe they didn't have anything. Because they probably didn't give a damn more than you don't give a damn, and they still didn't prosecute him. Isn't that telling?
Are you a New Jersey resident by any chance?
I'm a New York resident.
Okay. New Jersey moves very different. They're very methodical. They don't have to do something for the quote unquote roar of the crowd. They can line you up for a couple of years. But I'll let you finish up.
I don't think black people get the benefit of the doubt in New Jersey. That's just my opinion. I don't think black people get the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. All right. I appreciate the call.
I love you, Star. Have a
streets got no love. Get out of here with that weirdo shit. Sheesh. He was doing good until he said he loves me. Chaka, chaka, cha. Guys on the screen, you must go to Spirit Smooth Tunes. YouTube.com/@Spirit Smooth Tunes. One of the best YouTube channels. Classic music, feel good music, wifey music. You know, sometimes I go there and I start thinking about old bitches from the 80s and the 90s, and I said, oh shit, let me get out of here. I start thinking about classics by Cameo, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and so on and so on. The Delphonics, the Shylights, the Moments before they became Ray Goodman and Brown. YouTube.com/@Spirit Smooth Tunes. Tell them I sent you, please, okay? Hey, Kim, I got your email. Kim says, Star, hey, Yada Bear, do you want to call in? She says, hold on. Can you call in, Yada Bear? Who were the black girls up in Connecticut that shut Caitlyn down? Gabriel got your donation. Okay, calling in from Connecticut too. Maybe this person has some information. 203, is that Gabriel? G. Steve? Good evening, good evening.
Hey, what's good, Star?
Hey,
how's it going, man?
Yes, sir. Hey, can we start with the Connecticut WNBA team first? I'm not up to speed on the name of the team, but it seems like some sisters got together and some type of record that Caitlyn produced. 10 turnovers. You up to speed?
Yeah, I'm not up to speed with the team, to be honest with you, man. I was calling in for this academic situation.
Okay.
So,
he's threatening to bring down the industry, sir. What do you think?
Yeah, so what's going on? So everybody's wondering if he did it, if he didn't. The thing about academics is if you watch when it first happened and he broke down line for line, like what happened with the girl, you can tell that he went downstairs, he discovered, that something happened. He looked at his cameras, he found out the girl did something with his friends. And the part that he skips now, that he talked about when he first came out, was he went upstairs to her room before he knew anything went on, and she was naked in the bed. He doesn't say what happened, but if you remember, she came over there for him. So he doesn't talk about what happened when he seen her naked in the bed, but then later he gets mad because he sees the camera and he finds out she does something with his friend. She wasn't saying anything until he started treating her different because of what he found out. So when he started ghosting her and acting funny, that's when she was like, oh, well, that's where the whole rape kit thing is going to come into play. Because it's not really like he did the R word, but he did do something with her before he knew all that stuff happened.
Okay.
And she knows. So it's going to show.
If I can jump in, sir, and keep in mind, even though I fuck with Ak, I fuck with him. Okay? This is the objective perspective. Now, where's the video so that we can see all the video? I mean, he's talking about the video, the cops got it. Why can't we see it? I heard him say he's been transparent. Yes?
Yes. But
have you seen the video footage, sir? Let's start there. You seen the footage?
No. But the reason...
Send me the footage if you can get it from anybody, Niggas will say anything, sir. Let me... Niggas will say anything when it's shine time and a rape charge is in play, huh? Charlemagne sat up there with academics. And the nigga lied. He said, I just got a couple of months. When in reality, the nigga had 3 years probation. Lesser charge.
But this is the thing. He doesn't want to show the video because he knows the video is going to show what happened with the friends, but the video is going to show that next morning he went up to her room.
Yeah.
That's the part he doesn't say. The video is going to show that he did go up to that room and everything was all good. He probably did whatever he did. It was all good. But then once he started treating her funny and he was mad because she slept with his friends, that's where all the issues came in with him.
Okay.
That's when she got mad and she got vindictive and was like, okay, you're going to talk about me. That's the only problem with academics. He talks too much. He went on there talking about...
He's got a motor mouth, as the Yardies used to say back in the days.
Yes. So now she's like, oh, you're going to try to play me. Well, you did, because even if you listen to the girl, she says, you did have sex with me. You did have... Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about that. You won't get him to say anything about that part. Because you did. Maybe she's claiming raping this and that with your friends after the fact because of you're calling her all types of whores and stuff now, but you did do that. He will not talk about that part. And I remember when it first happened, somebody said, like, what did you do when you went upstairs to the room and seen her naked? And she was naked in the bed.
Right.
And he didn't want to talk about that. That's why his DNA is going to be there. It's going to be found there. But him running his mouth and belittling her caused her to do all this extra stuff. And that's where it's going to be hard, because now she can say it wasn't consensual.
If I can jump in for a second, sir, I'll give you the last word. You know, I broke the Charlemagne Jessica Reed story. Star did. At first, I don't know if you know the backstory, but I turned her brother down. Her brother reached out to me via email, and I said, I'm not interested in this. I don't even want to be involved with the Breakfast Club and DJ Envy. They got back to me like 2 months later, and they sent me all these paperwork. My girlfriend at the time, her name was Spicy, right? A young white chick. She was getting ready to go to college. And she's the one, she said to me, she said, you're supposed to be the objective hater. Here's the paperwork. Never mind your issues with DJ Envy. She says, why don't you at least talk to the girl? I tried to avoid that story. This wasn't some hit on Charlemagne or trying to get back at DJ Envy. But there was a witness. According to a witness, she saw Charlemagne on top of Jessica Reed. And again, he was not exonerated. But he kept running his mouth and running his mouth and running his mouth. And that girl, Jessica Reed, I don't want to say what she does. She has a career. She's got 4 kids. She moved the fuck on, and she said, he's killing me. So I don't know the in-depth details of what Akademiks and this girl. You sound like you have a pretty good grasp on things. But this is a civil case. He's talking about he's got long money. Lawyers are expensive. Okay, well, we're here for the fucking fireworks. I don't wish jail upon no goddamn body. But you'll have your day to explain yourself. I don't think he'll make it to trial. Go ahead and finish up.
You're right. 100%. And
I don't want you to agree with me. I'm giving you my assessment. You have the last word.
No, he is going to have to come out that pocket. One thing about you, Star, you always just stick to what the facts are. Like, the people aren't going to sway you. You don't do all those games. But because of, he's going to have to give up a bag, because that DNA is, I'm telling you, that DNA is there. And I'm not saying he did the R word, but now because of him running his mouth and getting her upset and calling her all types of names, it's gonna be hard to prove that you didn't. So, that's it. So thanks a lot, Star.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you. Okay.
All right, thank you.
If you ask me, Charlemagne talked himself into a lawsuit. I don't want no parts in a lawsuit. And for those of you who remember my interview with Jessica Reed, I said to her, I said a few things, but I was clear. I don't want any parts of any lawsuit. What is it, you want? And the nigga kept talking and kept talking. And then you had Angela Rye. Oh my God. Anybody remember Angela Rye calling Jessica Reed broke and some other shit? And damn, that's my brother. Crazy shit. Anyway, so we're talking about Akademiks threatening to bring down the quote-unquote rap industry over the lawsuit if he goes down. Now, this is the video that you can see. It's on Complex. The Complex Media. Let me go back for those of you who just now joined the show. I don't think he will make it to a trial. Now, I'm not going to say why. I'm not going to lay it all out. But this is my world. of legal stuff. You know, again, I'm not a lawyer, but I can prepare complaints. I can research and include case law. At some point, he's going to look at what he has been spending versus what her lawyer is going to continue doing by filing motions. Motion after motion after motion. And there's other things in between a 8-hour deposition, a minimum of 8 hours. Can Akademiks sit in an 8-hour deposition? I don't think we'll get that far. Hey, Sherry, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. Bone doing work. Where are you, man? Are you camming up? Bone, can you call in? I'm kind of ripping and moving right now. Bone, call in. Good guy, Bone doing work. What area code? And again, folks, I am not here to kick an Akademiks back. He and I are cool. I mean, but he even said, hey, you know, I know you guys are going to talk about this. Yeah, you are the big kahuna right now. Sir Shy got your donation. Star, give Kendrick Lamar his flowers for beating Drake. I think that the public perception is Kendrick beat Drake. I like Drake's music better, I'll be honest with you. If the public feels like Kendrick won, hey, salute to you guys. I like his last track, if that was the last track, you know. Yeah. Thank you for your donation, Sir Shy. Abigail, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, somebody says, sports talk, she did. Okay, I sent that person an email. Maybe she'll call in. John Flowers, good to hear from you, sir. Are you calling in? John Flowers, thank you for your support. Okay, she says, I can't call in tonight. Yada Bear says, yes, Caitlin did set the record for the most turnovers in a single game. WNBA. She did score 20 points in her first game, and tonight at their home opener, they just got blown out by the New York Liberty, 102-66. Caitlin only had 6 points tonight. Wow. The name of the Connecticut player that locked her down is Dejana Carrington. Okay. Them Connecticut girls. They must have said, all that shit stops here tonight. Thank you, Yada Bear. Thank you for your information. I appreciate your time to this particular matter, okay? Okay, John Flowers says, I like when you in spirit start talking about those classic songs. Remind me of a couple of guys in front of the Numbers Hole on Rogers and Church Avenue. Okay, hey, man. Some of the best music, man, to ever come out of the Black diaspora. It's from the 70s, you know? Just want to mention that, but thank you so much. Rugarel got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. Yeah, we've been talking about it's a civil suit all night. Not a criminal suit for those who don't know. I mean, but if you don't know the difference, let me just say this again. Sometimes a civil suit, and if you're found liable by way of a civil suit, it can be more damaging than being found guilty in a criminal case, especially for someone who has a quote-unquote brand. And you have sponsors and advertisers, you know, because then you can appear to be tainted, okay? So thank you very much for your donation. Harrison, I got your donation. Star, my chick cheated on me and the dude. Okay, that's a little graphic. Different type of cheating. I'm about to go outside and commit seppuku. and fall on the sword. Okay, thank you so much. Ja, got your donation. Act needs to work on his emotional intelligence. He evoked an emotional response from this woman that could have been avoided if he used his brain. Well, hey, man, who am I to say what he shouldn't have done? I'm a content creator, you know. I'm here to eat. I'm here to squeeze the eagle. I hope he keeps on talking, even though I said in the last episode, Act, shut the hole in your face. If he's going to keep on talking, we're going to keep on doing shows, with Akademiks in the goddamn title. Jamar got your donation. Jamar says, have you ever had an altercation with a woman's baby daddy? No. I've always been a very selfish man, you know. I can be very giving, very thoughtful, very supportive, you know. I've had a couple of girlfriends who I actually encouraged them to get back with their baby daddies. I say, hey, I don't see, you and I going on for 5 years. You know, if you think the kids at this stage, the formative years, need their father, then you guys should do that. Me, I'll get my shit and I'll get out of here. Hang on, guys. Area code 305. Good evening. We're talking about Akademiks threatening to bring down the rap industry. Are you there? 305.
Yes, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How are you, sir?
All right, perfect. I was calling about the situation.
Yes, the
so
situation. The situation.
You need to settle. That's what I'm thinking. You need to settle, and because one of the things they did in the lawsuit, they go after his insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, the insurance probably going to settle, just like what happened with Diddy, allegedly. So he cannot afford to keep going with that, because that brain he has, you need to take it off the court on the side. I don't know how to do it, and then talk to the victim or alleged victim to settle out of court. That's what they need to do here.
I think settling is his best, option. If you ask me,
Exactly.
Said that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so settling is the best option, and then he's doing himself a disservice by going on live and talking about the case. You don't do that. He knows that. I mean, everybody is smart enough to know that if you have a case against you, you have to not talk about it. I know you have a brand, you have to address it. You could address it slightly, say, hey, I have this case going on. I cannot talk about it, but I'm innocent. You could simply just sit there and keep it moving.
Well,
he's not doing himself a service right now.
He's of the newer generation. He admits to that. He admits to having diarrhea of the mouth. I don't fault him for being who he is. Just like you have Doja Cat. Doja Cat grew up on social media. So for her, being in those chat rooms and talking, she feels at home. She's been accused of all sorts of shit and hanging out with fucking incels, but that's who. Well, many of us have seen that from her, so we assume that's who she is, if that makes any sense. So Act is going to continue doing that, and his chat niggas, they want him to talk. So he's talking. Me as an older guy, I think he should shut up. I think he should, be careful. I mean, listen, I've had lawyers try to drain me. And then I just I've made decisions at times to just stop the bleeding, per se, in terms of spending. Whoever his legal team is, they are going to milk him beyond milk him. I think he's going to pay roughly $600,000 or $700,000 for this case alone. Go ahead.
Let me ask you, what's the process when you have a case like that to talk to the person on the side? Is there a process? Is that legal to talk to that person on the side? They drop the lawsuit and then you settle out of court. What's the process there?
Well, the plaintiff, if you ask me in this particular case, does not want to speak to him at all. Don't pick up the phone. Don't respond to emails. Everything must be through the attorney. Everything. There's nothing to talk about privately. You know, if he were to text her to have a conversation, she should avoid him. He has in her complaint here, and the complaint is a fucking beast. He has caused irreparable damage and harm. And if she were to talk to him outside of the complaint, it could jeopardize the complaint. So
exactly.
If I think I understand your question, when you say process, just deal with it through the lawyers. If he wants to work it out, then you have something called mediation, or you can have a someone else who tries to figure things out, and then you come to a resolution of sorts. Go ahead.
Would that help him? The fact that the first time he discussed the situation, he did not mention the name at all. No name. He just a general girl. They just give no name, but the girl come out and kind of put her name out there. Would that help him as far as mediation to move everything into mediation and stuff instead of open court?
That's hard to say, because she may say she had no choice but to come out. What he was saying led people directly to her. You know, even though he didn't say her name, sometimes when you talk around someone, that can also be labeled as antagonizing, harassment of sorts. Right. If you and I know the same people, and I'm talking about you, but not saying your name, and I'm saying that something happened to you and you did some real foul shit, and it causes your marriage to fall apart, then at some point you're going to have to say, hey, Star, I got to sue you, man. You fucked up my life. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he has a lot of evidence against him. I feel like was involved maybe afterwards. And then the friend was over.
I don't know if she has quote unquote evidence. I think she's got.
There is.
Well, hang on. I just want to say this. I want to say this. I'll let you finish up.
Okay.
I think she's got the cannon packed on him with legal terminology. And if he wants to really, play that legal game, it's going to open up a can of worms as far as his life. And he may not be willing to go that far. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know he has millions. He always says that he is willing to spend like $1 million on legal fees. But
sounds hot.
From what I saw in a lawsuit,
sounds hot.
The fact that they find the permicide, I never knew that term before. I guess it's something you used before. That way, there's no contraception. So the fact they found that, I don't know if that's a strong evidence against him from the rape kit.
Yeah, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Charlemagne was talking that hot shit. You guys remember during the whole Jessica Reed story that Star broke? He sent me a cease and desist, making threats, and then he went on some goddamn podcast and said, "Yeah, I love suing people." Okay, well, where's the lawsuit, big nigga? It never came. Guys, on the screen, youtube.com/@Coffee Chat with Camille. Camille, I didn't hear from you this week. Where are you? I want to talk to you. It's one of my sponsors. She's really, really nice. She's got great content, and she's a real sweetheart, okay? Check her out. Tell her I sent you. And leave a comment over there, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Is this who I think it is? 919, good evening. Are you there on a Thursday? 919.
How you doing, Star?
Mo Fax, how are you, man? Good to hear from you.
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Life is great, man. Where do you want to start?
It's a couple of things. I think Tyrone Blackburn did a genius legal move.
Yeah.
By encouraging her to go forward with this lawsuit, because I believe this may put Akademiks in a weird place on commenting on other lawsuits that he has going. There could be some gag orders in place.
Could be.
That he can't go on his platform, which he has one of the biggest, if not the biggest,
quote unquote urban platforms there is, proven by his role in this whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Yeah. So if he could silence him on commenting on the Diddy and any other lawsuits he's participating in and future lawsuits, it's a brilliant move by the lawyer's standpoint. And if you think about it, he did it at the perfect time because Akademiks is guilty by association. Yeah. He is a freaky ass nigga, allegedly, by association to Drake. And what happens is all the Kendrick Lamar fans looked at Akademiks as compromised. So now you have social media kicking Akademiks back in off of his role in this beef. That's why I say I think it's brilliant what the lawyer did. Is he guilty? I don't know. None of us really know. But one part that nobody's really talking about is the defamation side of this. What is being said, and I'm quoting Complex and Rolling Stones, they said he went on air, and I heard him say, I saw the clips, say that she participated willingly in an orgy. But they're saying that he had text messages where she said she wasn't a willing participant. That's defamation right there if they can prove it. But I don't think they want to. Go ahead.
Hang on. There's different types of defamation, and let's just use the word malice. Depending on his motivation for saying what he said, then he can be found liable. If you say something with a certain knowing knowledge that what you're saying is either a lie or gossip, and you repeat it, you keep repeating it, and your intention is to disrupt or to diminish someone's character, brand, or anything along the lines of this person's aura, perception. That's malice, and a lot of times malice is what people get caught up on, and they don't understand what malice is. So again, I haven't been following this whole situation with him and this female. I do know that some of the more major platforms, they have been using audio of a different female screaming, and people think that that's the girl who filed this lawsuit. Did you see that audio?
I did see the audio, and that is not her. That's allegedly his girlfriend when she found out that he was, this whole thing was going on. So that was incorrect if anybody said that was actually the alleged victim.
Right.
But the point I was trying to make about the defamation is it's very easy to prove if these text messages exist, because if she sent him a text message which has timestamps saying, I was not a willing participant, and he goes on air and says she was, that's an open and shut case, like you were saying, because that's malice and that's saying something that isn't true. Yeah. But I don't think Blackburn has any rush to settle this, because I believe there maybe some gagging, pause, no Diddy, aspect to it, to what Akademiks can and can't talk about as far as with his other cases. Which, if he did, that means he silenced one of the biggest platforms that could be critical of his lawsuit. I think it's a brilliant move.
I want to jump in. A lot of times people think that a lawsuit is to shut someone up. Such is not the case. Sometimes you file a lawsuit so that the person can keep talking and dig a deeper hole. And a deeper hole, and then to widen the case. You follow me? Everybody who files a lawsuit is not necessarily scared. They're gonna say something to hurt me. No, I want you to keep running your fucking mouth, so I can then come after this person, your affiliates. I can then come in to fucking subpoena things. Oh, I got to talk about subpoenas. So I had to say that. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, and then when the videos start to drop, get leaked, you know how that goes. It could be far more damaging, even if it's nothing there. Just the images put out there, you're saying, with Akademiks. And like I said, half of the hip hop audience that's on the Kendrick Lamar side feels some kind of way about him. So they're going to take this and run with it, and it's just more fuel to the fire. If I was giving him legal advice, he should have settled a long time ago and got an NDA saying we can't, discuss the terms, and got this behind him, because now, I mean, you had Elon Musk tweeting to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's at the height of his career. You had to get these things behind you. Now this is going to affect him even more because, one, the aspect, he's toxic right now, so nobody's want to go do business with him. He was just down at Mar-a-Lago with Trump. That closes that door. They don't want, Trump has his own issues that he's battling, so he don't want him around. So I think it's just a bad look that Tyrone Blackburn said himself that his hubris is going to be his downfall. And I think it already is. He should have gave her whatever she wanted and got it behind him. Now, I know you want to protect your name and everything like that, but inviting her there to be in that environment and not being a good custodian over her while she's in your care, that can open up a whole nother can of worms. You're sending women across state lines for illicit purposes. You're saying this thing could get ugly. And I'll close on this star to say this.
Go ahead.
Academic might not have friends in hot places, but I know one person who does, Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
If I was Meek Mill right now, I would be on the phone with my governor friend in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, saying, can we kick his back in and get Philadelphia State Police to look into this, bringing this poor girl across state lines.
Yeah.
Now, that could be a real reality for him.
Stay with me for a second, Mo, because I spoke earlier about New Jersey local police and New Jersey state police. Again, I've been saying this all night. The police in New Jersey legally can lie to you. He's been on his live saying that the police guaranteed him he won't be arrested. That's cap, as the young people say. That's cap. They can literally wait until he settles this, or if he does take it to trial and gets found liable, they can circle back. They can hit him with trafficking. They can hit him with possible kidnapping. So again, I wish nothing bad upon him, but we are discussing this. He knows people are discussing it, but let's just keep it real about the depths and the levels that can be reached here in this particular type of situation. Now, also, the police may have not known who he was. A lot of people think they're bigger than what they are. And a lot of time the police have to go back and do research. And that research can take months and months and months, sometimes a year or more. And they can literally watch you do all that extra shit. And then they just wait for the right time to swoop in. Oh, well, you've got the millions, you say, huh? Well, let's see just how big of a fish you are. I had to say that because, New Jersey is very different. I lived there all my life, most of my life. And they're very methodical. It's not like these other states. Most people from the New York tri-state in the field of entertainment, when they get money, the first place they move to is not Long Island. It's New Jersey. That's why the taxes are so goddamn high. The police have a commitment to keep that place safe from any new people who come into new money, who move out there and then have a bunch of fucking niggas who come out there to either party or live or just think they're going to run through that goddamn state. Go ahead and finish up, Mo.
Yeah, and you made excellent points because political careers are made off cases like this.
Yeah.
Whether it's DA, sheriff, judges, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or we took down a big fish.
Yeah.
Or they might just want to flip him. Hey, we're going to bring you in. If you see something, say something.
Yeah.
And we'll let you go. And we all know that police lie to people all the time because we see these cases where
all the time.
It's something the wife set the husband up to be taken out, and they'll set it up like he was taken out, and they'll lie, and you know what I'm saying? It turned out nothing happened to him, but they entrapped her. And saying this happens all the time. But Star, like I said, always good talking to you.
Thank you, Mo.
And if the young man should have settled and got this behind him because he has so many targets on his back as far as his platform. He's a big political figure. Like I said, he went and talked to Trump's son.
Yeah.
You know, you got political enemies that may want to shut this urban platform down that may be pro-Trump. There's a lot of things that could go left for him.
Yeah.
But as I always start, it's always good to chop it up with you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Mo.
All right, have a good night.
Guys, sit tight for a second. Star Report, I am back in the building. Okay, Thursday evening, we're continuing our discussion. DJ Akademiks threatens to bring down the industry over his lawsuit. Is Act Pump faking? Who's he going to bring down? And to what level? What is he going to say? Yeah, so-and-so is selling coke. So-and-so got the guns. This nigga the Fed. These people take money to fix the numbers when people drop streams. Is he going to talk about millions of dollars being shifted from accounts with, diamonds being transported in? I don't know. Guys, also, we have to get on code, microphonecheck.com, the new documentary by Tariq Nasheed. Let's all get on code. And I have some dates here, okay? I have screening dates starting next week. Whew. Hold on, everybody, hold on. Let me make sure I have everything here in front of me, okay? Los Angeles, California, May the 23rd, 8 p.m. at the Fine Arts Theater, okay? New York, the SVA Theater. It's May the 25th, okay? It's New York City, to be precise. 333 West 23rd Street. New Orleans, 7 p.m., May the 22nd. Okay. Chicago, 7 p.m., May the 23rd. Landmark Century Center. Okay. Denver, there's a screening in Denver. There's a screening in Oakland. Guys, go to microphonecheck.com. That's the website. You can see all the information with regards to getting your tickets. I urge you to buy your tickets. I'm going to have to Google and see what theaters are close to me in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. I'm thinking Wilmington might be the closest place, and I'm gonna support. I am going to go see it in theaters so I can get that, the real feel, okay? Also, guys, I want to say something here again before I open up the phone lines and that sort of stuff. You've heard me talk about subpoenas and indictments over the years. A lot of people think I'm funny style, and I am. My phone is not a high traffic mobile device. This motherfucker, if it rings or I get 5 text messages a day, that's a lot. I make most people email me. If I don't know the number, I don't answer. If you're someone from the past and we've never made money together, I didn't save your number. Every once in a while, I'll get some fucking random text message or yo star, and I just look at it. What do you mean, yo star? Who the fuck are you? I say all that because at a time right now where Akademiks is facing a very, very detailed civil suit, this thing is power packed, okay? More than likely, this guy, T.A. Blackburn, the lawyer, is going to subpoena his phone records, text messages, and all sorts of things. Now, he's a talker, and he's always on that goddamn mobile device, and that's one of the things I respect about him. He's always fucking working. You know the story. Early in the morning on Everyday Struggle, this motherfucker on Instagram and all sorts of shit. But that may be, well, let me not put this on him. Let me just say me. I don't play that game. Anybody who has known me over the years and you've sent me a picture and I tell you one time, don't send me pictures, don't send me links. You do it again and I say to you, hey, don't send pictures. Oh, yo, star, I keep forgetting. Then you do it a third time, I block you. I have people that I've known for 30 and 20 years that I've blocked to help them. And then when they contact me at any given point in time via email, then I call back, yo, I was trying to text you. I said, well, I blocked you. You blocked me? I blocked you 2 years ago. Anybody do that in the live chat? You have to make people respect how you move. That's for business reasons. Business. People tend to think that they can just send you a photo, something from the past or some perverted shit or something that can bring you into a fucking indictment. In the world of the feds, it's called pulling the thread. You get caught up in the thread. So I just want to say that. And also with regards to some of you who you handle your business on your phone, it's in your best interest to get two phones, one for business, one for personal. You don't want your personal business always intertwined with business. At some point, you may get sued or you may sue someone. And if you have to give up those phone records, okay, here you go. You can have the fucking phone records. Who I text ain't about shit. The personal phone is something different. Anybody move like that? Yeah, I see a couple of people saying, yeah, guilty by association. Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to be texting with some nigga who I haven't seen you in 15 fucking years. Oh, and I got some dirty Dago cousins. These low-life fucking Italians. They're always up to something. Always trying to skim a little money. Hey, I can get you a couple of bucks. A couple of bucks. Go fuck yourself. Italians are good for saying, hey, I can get you a couple of bucks. So I don't need no couple of bucks from you, and I sure as hell don't want to be involved when you get caught up in the fucking indictment. Anyway, Rugarel, thank you again, man, for your donation. Just want to say that. Okay, Maurice again. Hudson Tubbs, okay. Okay, 262, where is Bone doing work? Hey, man, good to hear from you. Thank you for your patience. Bone doing work. It's cracking.
What's good? What's good?
Oh, man, Akademiks.
I'm just here to,
that's what we talk about.
Speaking on Akademiks, that's what I call for.
Let's go. Let's go.
So basically, I think it's a lot of cap going on, of course.
Okay.
That's all this is, a lot of cap going on by the girl. Of course, the lawyer that she has is the only lawyer that he was questioning, you know what I'm saying, with the Lil Rod case. He was saying he don't even believe that lawyer with the Lil Rod case.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's just just seems like a get back. It seems like he's trying to get back at Act by representing this girl in a case.
Okay.
And I noticed she said at one point that she claimed she had a wire call that Akademiks, he was mentioning them having intercourse and whatnot.
Okay.
But then she's also claimed that they met in 2021 and they dated for a brief period of time. So I just say that to say that wire, the call that she recorded could have been recorded whenever, unless she has a date on it. And if they dated for a brief time, he's already done hit that. So she might have a call of him talking about hitting that, but they already dated for some time.
Right. Okay, so let me say this, Bone doing work, and I appreciate you as a younger person keeping me in the loop. I've got time for the bullshit. I don't have any biological kids. I don't answer to a bitch. You know, I date girls, you know, when I have time. So I've got time to absorb the bullshit, and it's all bullshit.
Right.
Akademiks, you know, he talks about, you know, this expensive lawyer, and you know, when you're a person of notoriety and fame, you know, and you put yourself out there, you have to be ready to deal with certain things. I don't want to see the guy, you know, go down over some bullshit, but, you know, we don't know who's telling the truth. We don't know what the real story is. I haven't seen the video footage. Have you of the intimate details, You seen the video footage?
No, but the police have, apparently.
Yeah. And the police have the legal right to lie. They can tell you, no, we're not going to arrest you. This is nothing going on here, and then come back and arrest you. Do you know that about New Jersey?
I didn't know that, but
Google it.
Odd thing that they did.
Google it. Hey. Never mind me. Google it. Police in New Jersey, by law, can lie to you. Okay? So, and that's not to kick his back in. But again, he's a very famous blogger, social engineer, content creator. Yeah. I don't know if she's telling the truth. That's not my place or position to pick holes in her story. But she has filed a civil complaint. It's shine time now. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, in civil. My thing is, wouldn't you think the police would have took him down for a criminal case before she can come with the civil?
No.
You don't think the police wanted that W before she could get it?
No. Not in New Jersey. What's the rush? It's a rush.
Well, I mean, one thing where I act messed up is the whole "I'll take the industry down if I'm found guilty," because that just makes it sound like he's thinking he's going to be found guilty. I think that was a horrible thing for him to say, and that's why lawyers tell you to shut up.
Why would he say that? That's what I've been asking all goddamn evening. Why would he say that if the police already told him, guaranteed him, as he said, they guaranteed me I will never ever be arrested. So then why say if you go down you're gonna take people with you?
This is what I thought I heard, and I could be wrong, but I thought I heard that the girl wanted a jury trial. Is that a thing that's possible in a civil case?
Well, you can see it on the goddamn complaint. I'm looking at it. It's a docket number, and it says jury demand.
All right, so that's why he's saying that, because he knows in a jury trial, it's not really did you do it or not. It's that jury. So if you got all these blogs and stuff that are coming at academics now and making him look insanely guilty, he knows there's a chance he could lose now. If it's a jury trial, that's a losable thing right now. And honestly, to get into a little bit of conspiracy note.
Well, no, man, I would rather we keep it on some more, factual or what you know to be true. You're a younger guy. I appreciate you tapping in. What he is saying and what may or may not happen, it's all subjective at this point. We're just we're speculating, but for him to try to put it out there that he will never ever be charged, that's simply not true. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some crazy stuff to say. I was just going to say that there might be a concerted effort to get this guy out of there.
Okay.
Like, I think people might be getting together to get him out of there the same way a group of people might have gotten together and got Drake up out of here. And you're getting Drake up out of here,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you here too. But let me ask you a question. If Meek Mill got with the Pennsylvania governor and some people in his state, which is where this girl is from, and then Meek Mill, starts trying to assist this girl, do you think that would be payback to Akademiks? Because Akademiks has been clapping at Meek Mill. I mean, well, they've both been going back and forth for quite some time. Do you think that's plausible?
Yeah, if I was Meek Mill, I would be all over this case.
There you go.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was just about to say. I really just lost my train of thought. But yeah, if I was Meek Mill, I would definitely say that too.
Hey man, good to talk to you. Bone doing work.
For sure. Have a good night, man. Peace out.
Okay, salute. Bone doing work, tapping him. Guys, showrunner. Did she cheat with her baby daddy? The video I saw was beautiful. Beautiful. Some Mexican guy. He's walking around the car. He's got his phone. He's filming, his girlfriend packing. She's packing the the baby seat, and she's the car is it's a little beater. He's showing the fender that was all beat up. He said he fixed it. He bought the baby seat, taking care of things, paying her bills. She cheated with her baby daddy. Now the child wasn't around. That's a good thing. We don't want to see the child in the video. And then he's telling us, and then he's saying, yeah, real niggas. Mexican guy, yeah, like you real niggas. I'm just trying to put real niggas on. Then he starts crying. He starts crying. Oh my God. Does anybody have the link to that video, whether it's TikTok or Instagram? I saw it on World Star. Anybody else want to admit to that? And not that you'll cry, but did you do for somebody? You thought she was the one. You tried to do the right thing, and then she went and let her baby daddy smash. Brought your game goofy ass to tears. Guys, on the screen, www.tossedandslice.com. That's a restaurant, in the Atlanta metro area. Go there. You can get yourself a free pizza. It's one of my sponsors, okay? Hey, Tiffany, I got your hang on a second. Got your email. Yes, she's facing 40 years, but the prosecution has asked for 20 months. Tiffany says, Star, you are wild. Marilyn usually goes to another stylist, but settle for this overrated. Okay, I'm not going to say the stylist's name. Then she went on Rise Native podcast and put a hat on the helmet. Okay. Okay. The so-called black leaders are finally speaking up for her. Thank you, Tiffany. I saw her on Reverend Al Sharpton's show from a couple of days ago, and she had on a different Beyonce type wig, and she had on some type of black, up top. I want to see her get 5 years. I want to see her get 5 years. She's showing no remorse. Now, to be fair, her husband did her dirty. Oh my God. This whole can of worms, if you ask me, well, you know what? No. He says this is all his doing. He said that. He didn't tell her about the $45,000 lien. Denying it for years. She found the lien going through the mail. They were having marital issues. I don't want to go back into this whole thing, but they were on the outs, breaking up. You know the story. She went and took out the loans. Took out the money out of her 401k. And she got convicted. All right. Okay, Tiffany, I got your other donation. Okay. She says, looking forward to the garden pics. Thank you, Tiffany. I got something really unique coming next week. I got to plan things out, but I'll keep you posted. Thank you for your support, Tiffany, okay? Let's go to area code 917. Good evening. Akademiks talking about bringing niggas down. If he goes down, everybody comes with him. Are you up to speed? 917.
Peace, stars.
Peace.
Peace, stars. Not me. It's a light-skinned guy that works at the bank.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good. Also, before I touch on that, you absolutely right with that phone. I know a couple close friends of mine that got indicted.
Oh my God!
For playing stupid phone games. So you just got to be smart, especially today. Everybody's getting goofy, recording everything.
Old niggas.
I don't know.
Hang on. Old niggas who want to clear their conscience. They want to, yo, I just bumped into so-and-so and you're sending me a picture from fucking 1988. We're standing there with fucking illegal guns, and the guy there. Why would you send me that? What's wrong with you?
They still chasing that high from 86.
Right. Come on.
Yeah, I be seeing sometime. I used to watch it with dudes want to tell you about what they did in Rikers Island in 1988.
God.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, like 2024. Give a fuck what you did, especially these young guys nowadays.
Right.
Part of the language. But yeah, you absolutely right with the phone. You got to just move better. You can't. I block people. If somebody talks, like I have a couple friends that sometimes will connect me on three-way and want to talk.
Oh
I will bang it on you. You're blocked.
Yeah.
And you might just be one of those people I give a head nod across the street.
Right. If somebody ever calls I've blocked people for doing this over the years. Calls my phone 12 midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, and I say, hey, what's up? Hey, so-and-so. Yo, so-and-so want to holler at you. And then they give somebody the phone. What? Out of here. You're blocked. Get out of here. Yeah, just
can't stand it. Or yeah, man. I have a friend that just came home that does that wants to reconnect everybody.
Oh my God.
Nah, I don't want to talk about what we did in 01.
No, sir.
Leave it there.
No, sir. Mm-mm.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. But touching on Act, I actually believe he does know a lot of industry inside information.
Okay.
And he just puts it out there for a profit every once in a while.
Okay.
So I won't be surprised if he starts, he's that type of guy. Start tattletaling. He already does it. This is basically what his YouTube channel is about.
Yeah. I can respect that.
And then, that makes sense of why he made that comment if she's demanding a jury.
I'm listening.
So you're not lying about New Jersey either. They can't, I don't think in any state a cop can guarantee you anything. A cop, people gotta understand, police are just law enforcement.
Yeah.
They can't.
Right.
That's it. They're there to enforce it and apprehend you.
Right. Yeah. All that protect and serve shit is that's cap.
Oh yeah, that's cap. It sounds good. Yeah, it sounds good. They always pull that move, Stardo.
Growing up in the 70s, the man in blue is a friend to you. That was the slogan. The man in blue is a friend to you. My father told me, boy, don't ever talk to police. Ever.
I ain't gonna lie, the way you describe your father reminds me of my grandfather. Told me the same thing, an old Southern.
Yeah.
He didn't want to play no games with white people.
Nope. Anyway. Hey man, so all right, so you think Aka's got some stuff to reveal and to cause problems in the quote unquote industry, yes?
Yeah, why not? It makes sense. Like I said, also another thing with him, he's a trick, and I'm pretty sure all these women are pillow talking.
But
and he's that type of guy. I'm not surprised. Nino Brown.
Are they powerful women, or are they just IG thoughts and scat talent?
The IG thoughts that she's dealing with Future this week. She's with Drake 2 months from now.
Right.
She's with Ack in July.
Mm-hmm.
Meek Mill has her September.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
that just seemed to.
I mean, that will just be food for us. That would be content for us. But will that really affect anything? A shift, some major decisions have to be considered. Akademiks has gone public.
I guess we just gotta wait and see how this plays out. But
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
Appreciate you, Star. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.